Hello and welcome everybody to this evening's Go4 Modern Combat 5 Red Cup number 47. Last Red Cup in a while, as this is going to be the last one for the season.
We will be, of course, hung up Blue Cup a little later on to really finish out the season, but it's been pretty fun so far. And for this Red Cup, we have 15 of the best to come and take you at your word. Keep an eye out for Violence, Destiny, and Elf Crew all taking part in. But Hax is going to take us all the way through that bracket.
Yeah, our brackets are quite interesting compared to last week. Last week we actually had quite a few more, which did bring us to an RO32. Today we only have 15 teams, meaning one team's already going to be up in the quarterfinals. Looks like that will be Elf Crew, as they do not have an opponent to face right now. Amati versus Watchdogs is going to be battling it out in just a few short moments, as well as Secrets versus iZone, DES Actions versus Snipings, Destiny versus Team, Kenwood versus Handsome Dogs, Destruction U versus Freeze, and A Large Hand versus Violence.
And A Large Hand versus Violence will be our first match of the day, as our number 15 seed, A Large Hand from the UK, go up against our number 2, Violence from the US, of a lot of American and Japanese teams in today. Great once more to see at least a team masquerading as a British team.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but would this be the last Red Cup before the monthly finals? Was this...
That's a good question. I don't know exactly what the status is with the live finals at the moment. At least the impression I've got given is that we don't have it scheduled as an upcoming tournament, so the live finals may still be going ahead. We'll have to check in with that and maybe give you guys an update as and when we are certain on the subject.
You guys did see Season 1, there was quite a huge final to finish it off. A giant prize pool of about 3,000 euros. Just interesting that they're going to have something like that again. I believe they will have the monthly final. To you guys updated on that.
Yeah, we shouldn't be too far off getting into that first lobby to start us off today. As Haxel said already, we are playing with just 15 teams today, so we'll be going through this tournament pretty darn quickly. But the first match should be a pretty good one. A large hand with a great chance to take down an enormously successful team in the form of Violence.
We will a short break while both teams are getting set up. Be back with some live action. getting into our first game of the day between A Large Hand and Violence, starting it off strong as we have both teams being, at least one team being kind of aggressive. Violence just trying to push up. They know that A Large Hand is under this map right here, trying to use these explosives to do some damage through the floor, and they have been picking up some good kills that way.
Makes a lot of sense. Violence are our highest seeded team competing in this first round of competition against our lowest in the form of A Large Hand. But as we said before, Large Hand going to have a chance to at least get an incredibly huge scalp here if they somehow can come out ahead. Violence with a pedigree of success, though, building up some very early momentum even before 1 full minute has been elapsed.
We've seen Violence mostly just staying at the top, being able to keep the pressure on top of the Large Hand. Large Hand trying their best to really start spreading apart. They know how dangerous those explosives can be and how much damage they've done so far. They still have plenty of time to recover from the points they've lost. However, they really do need to be careful about their teamwork pushing up because Violence has players everywhere.
Turquoise 5-1, 3-1 for Kame as well from the Violence side of things. For ALH so far, they've really not managed to gather any serious amount of kills on a single one of the players, scraping their kills from where they can get them. Unfortunately, even with ALH starting to move towards a more scrappy trading back and forth method, the 10 kill advantage Violence have already accrued makes that a very hard to function at long-term strategy.
Yeah, just the fact that Violence is starting to get that momentum, so since they're starting to get those kill streaks, it's going to make it a bit more difficult for Large Hand to actually back from this, and we'll have to see if they can actually start pushing out of this area. The thing is, Violence has all these long-range rifles just watching all these hallways, and that's one of the reasons why it's so difficult. But as you see right there, Coco with that sniper rifle, picking up one, picking up two, going in for the third, trying to get that ricochet shot, is able to pick it up as well.
Ooh. Very nice use of the angles there. Nowhere is safe from the Violence team right now. LH struggling to hold on, but Rooftop seems to be entirely the domain of Violence up until this point at least.
Violence is just going to continue on with that same tactic. If it wasn't broken, just keep on doing it. And it's working quite well. You just see them on the top, keep on throwing these grenades through the floors, trying to get as much damage down as possible. Airstrike coming in here as well. Let's see if that does any damage to those players who are at the bottom of the map. And it looks like one of the players does get taken out because of it. Unlucky placement.
Yeah, well, very strategic placement at least from the Violence side of things. Once, LH again struggling to try and cohere as a unit, going to be held themselves over to the right-hand side of the map while Violence hunt them through the hallways. Actually, Violence trying to wrap around if they can and try and find their way through to the weaker members of the LH team. Trade kills still are coming from the LH side, but nowhere near enough to close the gap.
One thing about that place that they're trying to fortify, that they're trying to stay right now, is the fact that there's a side doorway that can actually help Violence flank them a lot quicker than ALH would like. That's one of the reasons why we see all these Violence members just pushing in so aggressively from these close range locations. We have someone just trying to dance at the roof right here. I don't know exactly what he's doing up here, but he's having a good time.
I can only assume it's a rain dance since Violence raining pain on LH so far. LH yet to hit that 20 kill mark. We've got only a little bit of time, only 3 minutes left in this match, but I think at this point Violence feel like they've gotten a ridiculous enough of a lead that they can take it a little bit easier riding it out to the finish line.
Yeah, and that's what it seems to be the case. You just see all these players right here chilling on the rooftops, not really doing too much. Looks like Cam is just trying to shoot where these enemy players are. Maybe just trying to distract them, make them look up at the ceiling, because that's not where they should be focusing at the moment. They should be watching these entrances, making sure that no one's really pushing up. Violence still could come from behind. We do see Nitro pushing up right here with the firecracker, spotting one, getting quite a bit of damage down. You can see how quickly hurt all the team members there were, and their team gets wiped from that location.
Coco, give me the Violence player up at the top of a very crowded scoreboard for them. 11-3 so far in this. Of course, LH have dropped a member at some point during this proceeding, and nobody on the ALH side has got a positive kill-to-death ratio right now.
Yeah, it's just a very, very unorganized first game for them. You did also see that they lost a player, which could be one of the factors of why they weren't really doing too well. We'll have to see how they can compete on this next upcoming game. as it looks like Violence will be tying this out very shortly.
A pretty smooth match, as we would expect from our number 2 seeds. Violence will be heading on to conversion for our second game, our second round of 60 between these two. ALH going to need to ask some very hard questions of themselves, see if they can try and find a way back in, and hopefully recover their missing member in time for the second and potentially decisive match.
This game will be a team battle on conversion. Will be kind of close range, but not as bad as Rooftops. Might give a large hand some room to space out, to really plan their tactics. Unlike what happened with this first game right here, with Violence taking control of the top and using those explosives to do massive early game damage to them.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for LH, their best performing member is also taking the most deaths as well. But we'll see. What do you guys think? Will we have LH got it? What it takes to take down Violence? It certainly doesn't look hopeful right now. But hey, we've seen more surprising things this season. Perhaps we'll be surprised once more.
Getting into game number 2 between a large hand and Violence. Violence currently having the lead, having that first victory. Meaning if they do pull off another win right here, they will be moving up to the quarterfinal.
Violence look pretty dominant in game number 1, as would be expected of our number 2 seed, but it is ALH from the UK getting the first blood. Not a bad start to things. And actually, we've started to see a lot more players really leaning heavily on this pistol play over actually using the sniper rifle at all points like they used to.
Yeah, no, the thing with the pistol is it's still quite a strong weapon. It could be extremely useful, combating all these other players with recon and assault at close range. The fact that you can't use the sniper in all situations unless you have really, really good close range aim, it's a really good backup.
Well, so far, ALH have been able to keep pace with Violence. A very different story than we saw in last time round, where Violence managed to streak ahead in the early going. This time round, it's ALH who've managed to at least keep hold of the 7 kills to 7 so far. A lot better performance. Perhaps we might see a little bit more of a surprise in this second match than the first one.
It could just be the lay on the map, the fact that Violence had that early start, which would have had to put them down. We do see ALH performing much, much better now. The question is, will they be able to keep that up? They did have a player disconnect and reconnect right now. That might put them in at full force once again. We do see Vincent pushing up right here, picking up 1, and we just still see a constant line of kills coming in for ALH.
Eat Granola, going to be the top scorer for ALH, but also one of the top deaths again, struggling to get those kills without having them traded back immediately. Violence still ahead by 4. It's staying steady for the time being, but all these games always teeter on the brink of the leading team suddenly getting a massive lead. We'll see if ALH can hold on, or if in fact they can come back and tie things up.
Yeah, they were doing quite good at the start of this match. Much better start than game number 1. As long as they have a good few kills, get some kill streaks under their belt, it could help them out immensely. It could actually give them the advantage for this game right here. We do see Press pushing up, getting 2 kills right there, also securing that auto turret. If he picks up another kill right here, he might be able to get that EMP, but no, he gets knifed out.
Yeah, Pressure doing some real work for the ALH side there. Very nice performance. Actually managed to get a streak. Need to see a few more of those as Violence still remain ahead by 4. It's been constant for a little while, but ALH need to find a few untraded kills. Well, they're never going to get anywhere at all. Violence making that 4-kill lead into a 5. Brawling breaking out in the close quarters.
We see both teams just trying to push up. Violence he's spotting a few around the corner, but maybe a bit too much for him to handle, and he does get taken down. We do see Turk pushing up, picking up a nice double kill, and the fact that Violence doesn't have all their players right now is actually doing quite a bit of damage to ALH. The fact that they're not really finding all those players that they were able to kill before just makes it slightly more difficult for them to take that lead back.
Yes, it's an odd situation. 4 players for LH, 3 for Violence. A Beast trying to lead the charge, but it is Pressure leading the pack. 12 kills, 5 deaths so far in this game. And ALH have managed to equalize. One more Violence member going to be coming in to make it 4 on 4. But ALH have maybe got the breathing room they need. 3 minutes left on the clock to try and run this one over the finish line. But we're back to parity once more. 34 to 33. 3 minutes left to play.
We do see Violence tying up the score once again. However, this match is close, much closer than that first game, and this could be it for ALH. This could be the game that they needed to actually take back the lead. The question is, will they be able to hold on for these remaining 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the game? We see Violence just not really being as aggressive as before, just looking for those picks in hopes of taking the lead back.
Violence are back down to 3 members again, and a lot rides on the shoulders of Pressure using this Firecracker to great effect. 15 and 6 so far in this game. Absolutely crazy. Violence do manage to take the lead back thanks to some nice sniper work coming out on their part. LH can't get complacent even with the numbers advantage.
LH starting to be a bit more aggressive, starting to push up. If they do start pushing these sniper rifles, it could be very, very difficult for Violence to actually recover from this. And there we have it, Press being able to push out, spotting these other players as well, going in for one, going for the second, but gets taken down. They need to pick up 2 kills, 1 kill now, if they want any chance of staying in this match, and they are able to do it.
Yeah, pressure setting them up. The rest of the LH team going to knock them down. LH coming to this one as number 15 seeds. We don't know virtually anything about these guys new for this tournament, but they have managed to take a lead over Violence for a few seconds, which may be all they need. 1:30 left on the clock. Turquoise is going to be able to come in and take out pressure. So little time left for Violence to come back into this one. ALH just maybe will push us through to a game 3.
Yeah, as long as they're able to hold on, be careful for that final push that Violence is probably planning right now. They should be good. However, we do know how quickly these games can change and how close they can get near the end. With only a minute left, we still don't know whose game this is.
The 1 minute mark being reached with ALH still ahead by 1, now ahead by 2. Party Pooper managing to land that Dreader shot. Pressure still stalking, now 18-9, starting to rack up more deaths. Turquoise over on the Violence side, 15 kills, 14 deaths so far. A clash of giants in this game. So little time left. ALH, though, could have it all torn away from them with one bad fight. There's a trade of kills. 30 seconds coming up.
Both teams really trying to stay back, not really wanting to push up because they know how risky it could be. We do see a nice kill coming in right there from Turk. The question is, will they be able to secure another one to bring it to a sudden death in the final 20 seconds of the match? We see Coco trying to go for those ricochet shots. Someone rushes them and gets taken out. Still 2 kills ahead. ALH is looking like they're going to be winning this right now, but Turk, being very aggressive, is going to get really up close and personal.
Party Pooper puts it beyond doubt. ALH take the game from Violence. We are going to a game 3. Nobody expected ALH to do as well as they had in that game number 2, particularly based on what happened in game number 1, but they have done it, taking down our number 2 seeds. They'll need to do it one more time to make the upset and advance to our quarterfinals.
That was quite impressive from Violence as well, as we did see the final few seconds, the final second of the game. They were able to pick up a double kill, which almost tied them up with ALH. If they were able to pick up one more, that could have brought it to a sudden death. It could have changed up the game entirely. However, that was not the case. ALH was able to pull through, and we are going to be moving on to a game 3, which will be a rush on streets. Getting back into conversion once again. You might be kind of confused. What is happening here? Why are we back on this map once again? Turns out like there is going to be a rematch of this game right here between Violence and ALH. Violence being extremely close to ALH the previous game, they might be able to pull through this time.
Yep, some player issues in game number 2 has necessitated this remake. Violence not wasting any time, streaking ahead 5-1 last time round. A large hand won out by a single kill. I think Violence with a lot of impetus to try and make up for some of their connection issues, some of their player issues from game number 1, starting up very, very strongly, accruing a 4-kill lead in the first minute.
One thing we also have to keep in mind is the fact that Violence didn't have all their players last time. Last time they were only running with 3 players versus the 5 on ALH. Now that they have all 5, it might make it a bit easier for them to actually cooperate a bit better together, have some more team plays, and hold on to this lead.
We'll be keeping our eyes on pressure, of course. Last time round was a massive part of why ALH were able to steal away that game number 2. Violence still remain in the lead, but it's been a little while since they've been able to build it in any significant fashion. Perhaps we're about to see that change, though, as they get a couple of kills untraded. One more coming in with a nice bit of headshot action, making use of the pistol at long range, short range, all kinds of ranges for Violence to express themselves.
Is starting to look a lot closer to what we were seeing in game number 1, with the Violence taking a demanding lead over ALH. Now we just see Violence really stepping it up right here. They were maybe kind of embarrassed that they lost that last game. They really just want to show to everybody here that they are the best, prove why they were former champions.
Yeah, Violence and Destiny, both part of the songs, both big American teams who've done some pretty amazing things in the past. But this is only the start of proceedings today. Violence are up 1 game at 2-0 over ALH and have managed to cement a pretty substantial lead. 400 minutes left on the clock. It's going to be down to ALH to try and surprise us once more. A huge journey for them. Absolutely massive. They can manage it, but so far, so Violence.
We just saw a nice double frag grenade coming in from Turk. And it's kind of interesting to see because you won't usually see people using the frag grenades. You usually see them using the concussions. The benefit to the frag grenade is they do have that additional range. However, the damage does start to lack once you start getting a bit further away from it.
Oh, that's true. A well-placed grenade can cover up a multitude of sins. And ALH getting punished right now. Violence ahead by 14. We are seeing the occasional red kill come up on the left-hand side. Violence really building up a huge head of steam here. A lot of that going to be down to Turquoise. 11-3 in this game. Getting so many kills and crucially spending so much time on the battlefield, getting even more.
And he was also able to pick up that EMP strike, which will make it even harder for ALH to actually recover from this loss that they're at right now. We do see them trying to really group up, trying to work as a team, but they just keep on spreading into different parts. We keep on seeing these Violence members just picking them off one by one, making it incredibly difficult for them to really react to anything at all. Look at that Vision trying to get that kill right there, but he walks on top of his own grenade. Seems like they might be out of it for this second game.
Does seem to be beyond hope here for ALH, who have dropped a member at some point during this. But I don't know if it's going to make too much of a difference at all. We've got less than 3 minutes left on the clock. We've got 3 kills left before Violence hit that 50-kill limit, showing no signs of slowing down. Of course, the kill streak's going to make it all the easier. Just looking to trade one more kill, and there it is, 2-0 to Violence.
That reflected the first game a lot better than what we saw before. It would have still been interesting to see how a rush would have turned out. However, since we did have to do the rematch, these are the results. Violence going to be moving up 2-0 against ALH. Congrats to them, and they will be in our quarterfinals for today.
Commiserations for ALH. We did see they were able to hang, but under unfortunately not the best of circumstances. Hopefully they'll return next season to show us what they're made of. Violence, but no surprise to see them move further forward, and we'll have to see what challenges they have still in their way of making it all the way up to our finals today.
We are going to take a short little break while our next match is going to get set up. But before we go to that break, we will be starting our first giveaway for today. Our first giveaway for today will be on our Facebook page. All you need to do is head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/moderncombat, find our live stream, and type in hashtag RO16 into the chat.
I will be putting it across all the platforms. As always, you don't need to necessarily be primarily watching on YouTube to enter in. Even if, on Facebook to enter in. Even if you're on YouTube, Twitch, or on Mobcrush, you can still drop stuff across to the page, enter in the hashtag RO16, and make sure you've got your chance of those 500 credits.
getting into our first quarterfinal match of the day. We have Elf Crew versus Watchdogs. Elf Crew going to be on the red side, picking up that first blood of the game, starting it off strong. And we will have Watchdogs on the blue side, both playing very cautiously starting off.
Yeah, Elf Crew coming into this tournament as our #1 seed based on their history of success. But Watchdogs #8 in this tournament, so pretty even, or at least compared to our first match, which saw a big disparity between the two teams. The Watchdogs have managed to steal away a couple of kills for themselves, so we'll keep things even for the time being, but see if Elf Crew can show us why they're #1.
We see Elf just up right here, trying to get some kills. Vision spotting one, spotting the second one as well, picking up a nice double kill, which will help his team tie up the score. Elf just continuously going in for these kills, trying to go for those close range encounters, and is working out quite well. You do see 3-4 kills coming in right there for Elf, which will put them quite a bit ahead.
Yeah, very strong. Suddenly from Elf Crew, I think maybe we've been taking the measure of the Watchdogs a little bit. The Watchdogs, a team from India. Elf Crew going to be from Japan. Elf Crew have been around for an enormously long time and have really showing their experience so far, picking up those kill streaks. But we start to see a little bit of life out of the Watchdogs, managed to pick up at least a kill for themselves before the Elf Crew get too established.
We do see a lot of the members on Watchdogs just really struggling to pick up any kills. Almost everyone is going negative other than Polo, who's just going neutral at the moment. Finally going positive right now after he does pick up Nell. We do see the rest of the members on Watchdogs starting to split apart, trying to find these different locations, maybe trying to go for like a strategic flank, while we see Elf Crew just continuously pushing in, trying to use these nades to their advantage, and continuously picking up kills.
Elf Crew manages to breach the 16 kill mark, while the Watchdogs are starting to slowly nip at their heels. I believe the Watchdogs are going to be down a member, so a lot of pressure onto Polo as their best performing player, but not comparative at all to Elf Rabbit, who's 6-0 right now.
Yeah, we just do see the amount of kills coming in from Rabbit. Rabbit also getting those kill streaks as well, which do help out quite a bit. Only 7-point difference in the scores right now, which could be recovered. However, the question is, will Elf let it be recovered? We've seen them play before, and it probably is going to be quite difficult for something like that to come back, especially with all these kills just coming in from Elf.
Moving it up to a 10 kill advantage. Tyra, the second we say that, is going to be able to steal away a kill of their own. The Watchdogs starting to slowly try and bring things back, but Elf Crew already so far ahead. Such great control over this game. Slowly and surely building up their kills as they head towards the 50 kill mark. We're just about to hit the halfway point time-wise, and already Elf are way ahead.
Elf is going to keep the pressure on, making sure that we see Watchdogs not escaping from their spawn location at all. Just trying to keep them in that one centralized location makes their job a bit easier in finding them and taking them down. Elf with a 12-point advantage, make that 13, and Zasuka is able to pick up one with the Dreadeye. We see Rabbit being a bit more aggressive, trying to push in from the side. Rabbit yet to have gone down this game.
Well, no sooner we say it than it's going to happen. It had to happen eventually. Rabbit has had an astounding performance this game. But even the best will occasionally get caught for a shot from behind. So we do see a nice couple of kills coming through for the Watchdogs. Still going to be behind by 10. Elf Crew resurgent, coming back in, picking up a whole bunch more kills in a hurry, keeping that 10 kill advantage. We'll see if they want to try and extend it further, take the risks, and it seems like they're willing to do so. Elf Crew now going to be ahead by 11 for just a second before it's stolen back, but the Watchdogs in a lot of trouble.
We did see he's picking up a kill streak right there. However, it's a kill streak that is somewhat not the best to use, especially if you are in a situation like this, situation where you are behind. If you do use the assault package, it can get you a lot of kills. It can give you a huge advantage. However, once you go down and you're using the assault drone, it will disappear along with you. So probably would have wanted to use something like a recon aircraft just to help out his team a bit more than we were seeing right now. We do see Elf just continuously pushing in, trying to rush to that finish line, as they only need 7 more kills to finish up this first game.
It's looking very dire for the Watchdogs right now. Going to be behind by a huge amount. Elf managing to keep their distance, keep on swinging all the way towards the end of the match. We've already got barely over 1 minute and 30, but I have a feeling Elf crew will close that game out before we get a chance to count all the way down.
You see Elf using these concussion grenades to their advantage, maybe having to be a bit too careful about that. We see Nell almost taking themselves out with their concussion grenade, and Polo pushing in to finish them off from the damage they received from that. But yeah, the fact that we see Watchdogs just really trying to stay back, trying to stay near these walls, it does give Elf the opportunity to really cook those grenades, throw them at the wall, do some damage, and maybe try to force them out of their location. Looks like that was the case, as Elf is able to force out the remaining few players and secure the final.
Well, Elf, looking at the numbers certainly towards the end of the game, Elf crew, it felt like once they got that 10 kill advantage, they were content to just carry on trading for the rest of the game, expending as little energy as they needed to. Despite the 38-50 seeming like a relatively close scoreline, it didn't ever really feel like Elf were in too much danger in that game 1.
Be quite interesting to see how game 2 turn out. It would be something similar to what we saw previously, with one team dominating the first game and the next other team coming back with game 2. Hopefully it's going to be something interesting that we'll find out in a few short moments. Upcoming game, Team Battle on. Getting into game number 2 between Elf Crew and Watchdogs. Starting it off on the museum, both teams trying to really look around, trying to find where these other ones are located. We do see Watchdogs spotting some of the players from Elf Crew. Elf Crew being quite split apart. However, that can be a good advantage. Just getting information where of the location of the enemy team can help out quite a bit. And we do see Rabbit picking up that easy first blood right there on Hiza.
Yeah, Rabbit, absolutely crazy last time round. Managing to pick up a very, very good streak of kills. I think managed to going up 8-0 before taking a few deaths to close out the game. Unfortunately, not going to have the perfect record, but so far, Elf Crew putting on a near perfect performance, going up 5-1 very, very quickly. 1 minute down and already 7 kills in this game.
Asuka right there, spotting 3 players, getting those 3 kills. However, the one player right here with the firecracker pushing in, getting the return. Nell able to take him down.
Bomber's going to be coming out. Elf Crew already looking dominant on this museum. Last game, 50-38. Elf Crew winning out by 12. A very strong performance from them against the Watchdogs, the number 8 seed. Elf Crew, number 1 so far in word and action, going up 12-3 and looking very good right now.
Elf trying to push up, however, we do see Lovegood getting taken down. Asuka getting that trade kill relatively quickly, however. 9-point advantage for Elf. A very good way to start off this match for them. We do see Watchdogs really just trying to regroup, trying to reorganize. However, they don't seem to be too coherent right now. Both teams just really starting to spread apart.
Asuka managing to steal away some of that rabbit prowess during this game, going up 6 kills to 1 so far. We've yet to see the Watchdogs really manage to get themselves established anywhere on the map. I think struggling to get respawn or get back with their unit in time before the Elf Crew are all over them.
We did see some pistol action right here by K, switching to that Dreadeye to get the ricochet shot, spotting 2 players right there. Maybe a bit too much for him to handle, especially since they had that spawn protection up and running. We still do see, however, Elf controlling this game quite strongly as well, still holding on to that 9-point lead. But we do see some good kills coming in from Watchdogs.
Yeah, impressive stuff after a very, very slow start to the match. Immediately, though, Elf Crew far back with a slew of kills of their own. Maybe there's a little bit of life left in the old dog, but it's going to be a very difficult journey. Still going to be behind by 9 at this point. Still a long, long journey, and the trade kills just keep on coming.
We do see Elf Crew just looking for a few more kills, just trying to finish off as fast as possible. Yes, they do have the lead. However, if they get a bit too overconfident, they could lose that lead. We have seen some good kills coming in from Watchdogs before. They could do it again. And the thing is, if Elf isn't able to recover from any of those kind of kills, they could actually change the favor of this game.
The Watchdogs still have a chance, however small it is. Though a lot of the time, the Watchdogs are spending dead right now as the Elf Crew hunt them through the halls of the museum, trying to take them out the second that they spawn and keeping them scattered across the map, losing out to the numbers advantage for Elf Crew. But only 2 more till we hit the 40 kill mark for Elf Crew, starting to stretch themselves even further ahead than before. But the Watchdogs do come back with 3 kills, I believe, of their own untraded. Make that 4.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. If Elf gets maybe a bit too overconfident, they could start losing the lead right here. We do see they had a 9-point lead before, but just players like this on Watchdog pushing up, getting a lot of kills. Vision's picking up 1, picking up 2 with the PR39. Spotting a few more. He's there to back them up. Going to continue on, taking out Nell as well. Only now a 5-point difference between these two teams, and we can see how quickly Elf Crew's lead can degrade.
Yeah, the Watchdogs putting on quite a performance towards the dying minutes of the match. Just over 2 minutes left in play, and they've almost managed to catch up on Elf Crew. A lot of that's going to be down to Vision T with 14 kills and 6 deaths. There's only actually 3 members of the Watchdog team left, and I think that may actually be contributing towards the success.
It's the fact that they are just keeping their best players on the team, just really does help them out. It gives Elf Crew a lot less targets to take down, but it gives them more targets to take down, which is really what's contributing to it. We do see Visions right here, 15 and 7, just a lot of weight on his shoulders, doing extremely well right here. He is able to take out Asuka. Knows there's one more around this corner. Can throw some grenades to do some damage there as well. Pushing up right here, takes some damage from that grenade. Gonna try backing off, but a well-placed nade is able to catch Nell.
Vision's down very, very low, but managing to stay standing. As going to be able to get a kill, one more kill for Elf Crew. Only 5 separating from closing out this game. The Watchdogs have almost caught up. 1 kill away. 1 minute and change on the clock. Watchdogs tie it up. 1 minute left to play.
You see Vision just pre-firing back here. He knows there's a lot of players in that back corner. He's going to be trying to do some damage to these players over here. He's able to pick up one. He knows there's one behind him, going to be going in for that kill. However, he doesn't want to push out too far. He's going to wait for the enemy to push him. Grenades getting thrown by both teams. Having to be careful. Vision taking out Nell, having to reload, but K there to trade.
47 to 47, going down to the dying moments of the map. Every single kill is going to matter. 30 seconds left for these guys to find just a few inattentive moments. Lovegood going to be taken out by Vision. That will put the Watchdogs in the lead. 20 seconds left.
Vision's going to continuously pre-fire, able to take down one. They are able to hold onto this lead. Vision's looking for some more kills, and this is getting to be an extremely close game. We do see Watchdogs only needing to pick up one to finish this game. Vision's going to be rushing in. However, looks like we actually hit the time limit as soon as they were able to pick up a kill, which is actually one of the first times I've ever seen that happen before.
Wow, literally at the last second, Elf Crew managed to equalize. Heather takes himself out with a grenade, which means it's going to be 2 versus 5. Elf Crew now 5 versus 1. I don't think there's any way this goes but in the favor of Elf Crew. 1 member left of the Watchdogs to try and take out everybody. It's going to be an almost impossible task. Elf Crew come in, and that's it for the Watchdogs.
Did see how Elf, as soon as they realized there was only one player in, they just rushed that final player. They were able to take him down quite easily as well. It's a pretty impressive second game for both teams. However, we will be seeing Elf Crew moving up in the brackets to our semifinals.
No big surprises there, though. Commendations for the Watchdogs, able to put on quite the show and almost steal away a game from Elf Crew. Elf Crew are now going to be waiting on the winner of Sniping and whoever they end up facing in their quarterfinal. We've got quite a lot going on in the rest of the bracket as well.
Let's quickly take a look at that right now. We have had some changes. We already do see Elf Crew up in that semifinals already. Still waiting on some RO16 matchups before we can get into some other quarters. Secrets versus iZone still going on. Let's actually quickly take a look at that, see if we have any results, because sometimes it will just take some time. Looks like they did finish round 1. They could just be uploading round number 2 or in the middle of round number 2 right now. It just depends on how they're playing it. We did see Destiny taking out Team, moving up to the quarterfinals. They're going to be facing against Handsome Dogs now. Dogs who Wood. And Destruction U taking out Crystal Freeze and going to be battling Violence in the quarterfinal.
Destiny and Violence are 2 teams who were able to dominate our final spot for a long time. Even if they can win out against Handsome Dogs and Destruction U respectively, only one of the 2 American teams will be making it through to our grand finals today. Of course, we're still waiting to see maybe Handsome Dogs or Destruction U could provide an upset here and steal away that other semi-final space. We will, of course, be bringing you the games as and when we have them.
A short little break while we are going to be getting into another match. Make sure you are entering that Facebook giveaway. We will be drawing that in just a few short moments as well. Alright, guys. If you have all been waiting for, at least the moment that people on Facebook have been waiting for, the giveaway for today. First giveaway for our stream as well.
Yeah, the first chance of those 500 credits. There will, of course, be 3 more after this during the course of today. So please do stay tuned. Even if you don't win here, you will have 3 more chances to get those 500 credits.
Plenty of chances and plenty of platforms we have one to do on our YouTube, Twitch, and Mob Crush. Make sure you are sticking around. We do start those giveaways up and running, but for now we have our winner for our Facebook giveaway today. Congratulations to Jadrippy, Jadrippy. Make sure you do post your dog tag and platform to the chat. Congratulations on being our.
I'll just give you a quick tag on the Facebook page to make sure you see the message. But yeah, hopefully you're still around to receive your prize.
We are done with that first Facebook giveaway. We actually probably could start up our next one as well. Our next will be on our Mob Crush #quarter. #quarter on our Mob Crush page, mobcrush.com/modern_combat5. So it looks like we have another match for another few moments. So do you think it's time to do a custom game, man?
It's always time for custom games.
Oh, you know, it's also time for the custom game curse, because as soon as we say that we're going to do a custom game, we get a passkey. So we're going to quickly go check and see if this passkey is legit. And if it is, we will be getting to Destiny versus Handsome Dogs.
I will just put the details across to all the platforms to make sure none of you guys miss out. As always, even if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube or on Twitch, there's no reason why you shouldn't join in on the Mob Crush giveaway as well. We'll just get those all pinned up there. And we should have our next tournament match for you between Destiny and the Handsome Dogs. And hopefully just a few moments.
Alright, getting into another quarterfinal match for today. Destiny versus Handsome Dogs. These are two highly ranked, highly seeded teams, so it should be a pretty impressive game between these two.
Yep, the Doggos fighting out of Japan against the US team Destiny. Last two times, sorry, the Destiny and the Handsome Dogs have clashed. The Doggos have come out the worst. A chance for a little bit of revenge today as they fight for that semi-final spot.
They're starting this off quite strong as well. We do see how they're able to actually hold a lead against Destiny, trying to push up, trying to be a bit more aggressive. But however, they are kind of getting punished for it. That lead that they had at the start is slowly starting to erode as Area pushes in and ties up the game. The Handsome Dogs, however, with the heavy class, is able to recover for just a moment. Our Destiny is starting to pick up momentum.
Yeah, Destiny coming in as a number 3 seed, Handsome Dogs as the number 6. The Dogs have so far been impressive. They've got a lot to prove coming into this tournament. I mean, it's going to be a massive task to overcome Destiny here, but they seem to be at least up for giving it the old college try.
Yeah, and their try is working out quite well, keeping neck and neck with Destiny, even taking the lead every once in a while. It's pretty intense match starting off this quarterfinal matchup, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how they continue to play. Right now it's been more so aggressive, rushing kind of gameplay. However, we have seen how these matches can evolve over time, how one team maybe will try to start staying in the back and the other team will take the bait and rush in.
Very, very even so far. Both top scorers, Abe for Destiny, Ami for Dogs. Both 7 and 4. No, now both 7 and 5 in this game. Incredibly closely matched teams. The Doggos are starting to fall behind a little bit, but it is a battle of inches so far.
Yeah, right now it depends on who gets these trade kills. The fact that we have a lot of these Anthem Dog players really spreading apart, being one-on-one with these Destiny players, just makes it a lot more difficult for them to actually get the trades back. And that is one of the reasons why we do see Destiny starting to build up their lead, already 6 points ahead. Before we had all these Handsome Dog players together with another teammate of theirs, so if one of them did get taken out, there was a quick trade.
Yeah, it's Destiny's starting to really build the pace here. The Doggos falling behind by 7 right now. It's not looking good at all for them, despite a very strong early performance. Perhaps they have just thrown everything, going in so aggressively right up into the faces of Destiny, but being punished for it and going behind by 8.
We do see Handsome Dogs trying to regroup, trying to really get a new position here as well. Question is, will they be able to recover the massive amounts of points they have lost? We do see Sirius trying to get this kill up close. It misses the sniper shots. Still going to be trying to go in for the kill on Abe. Is finally able to take him out. Spots one more and is able to pick up a second as well. Needs to be kind of careful about those kind of situations because he probably would have went down there if Abe didn't realize he was behind him.
That's serious. Struggling a little bit in this game. Most deaths so far. Only the 4 and 10 record. Maybe looking to try and find some redemption in the later game. But Destiny keep on piling on the pressure. Now going to be ahead by 11. Closing quickly on the 50 kill limit. We'll see if the Hot Dogs can bring something else out in the last couple of minutes. But it's not looking good.
Yeah, with only 10 kills left needed for Destiny to finish up this game, we do see Handsome Dogs just trying to struggle to pick up kills now. Destiny just being aggressive as ever. They're like, they need 20 points to win this. We can just rush in, we can be aggressive. And that is pretty much what they're doing. They're going for those final few kills. They know that they only need to get a few more to finish up this first game, and they are rushing straight to the finish.
Destiny, after what looked to be a very even start to proceedings, really putting the boot home as this game does progressing. So many grenade kills coming through. Such great dominance over the latter half of this game. The Handsome Dogs from Japan, we need to really try and keep up that early skill we saw from them. Such a great early lead, but it just evaporated so quickly.
Yeah, no, if they were able to keep something like that up, if they're able to really keep the momentum they had starting off the game, they will have a solid chance of winning game number 2. Game number 2 is supposed to be 18 Battle Stadium. They're going to have a bit more space. It's going to be a bit more spread out, and it might give them the advantage they need actually the game against.
All right, guys, we'll see if the museum can have a different source of success for the Handsome Dogs. Please let us know in the chat. I've seen that there's a few of you guys there who are big fans of the doggos. So please do send them all of your support. They're definitely going to need it right now. I'll have a quick check. Haxel, did we ever get a callback from our Facebook winner?
We'll check that as well. Our Facebook winner did not respond. We will do a redraw. Seems appropriate to do. Facebook Rippy. However, it looks like he did not respond yet. Maybe not realizing he was supposed to respond, but he's still not here nevertheless.
Alright, guys, well, we do get that sorted out. Please do keep your entries flowing in on the Mob Crush platform. I know a lot of you guys won't necessarily be primarily watching over there, but it's probably going to be the best chance to be able to win those 500 credits. Do bear in mind, we are coming to the end of our season with this Red Cup, and then the Blue Cup later on today will be the final broadcast for approximately a month. There will be the grand finals that these guys are fighting towards mid-September.
After some setup, we are getting into game number 2. Battle on Museum Dogs and Destiny.
Yep, the Destiny made the Handsome Dogs roll over in game number 1, but perhaps game 2 will see the Snip Snap Doggos and not the Wolf Book ones.
Yeah, if they actually step it up, if they're able to keep up the pace that they had starting off earlier, they might be able to once again. It really depends on how they play against Destiny right here and how Destiny plays in return. Right now, we do see Destiny just trying to stay back, trying to play a bit more defensively. Are able to secure that first blood. However, Handsome Dogs looks like they realize that they're all in that one location. They're starting to push up.
We've seen this a lot from the teams, sometimes playing this out of the museum back very, very carefully. It's now 2 apiece with some incredibly considered play coming out from both sides. The museum also allows for some really brutal close range fighting with all the ricochets available with the Dread Eye, leading to some really spectacular kills that are possible if the right circumstances are met.
The amount of Dread Eyes Destiny leaning on right here. I believe I've seen 3 so far. They have 1 support so that they can keep spawning in that same area. So even if one of their player goes down, even if one of their players does get hurt, they can put down a med kit. They can keep on respawning in that over and over. It's quite difficult to get them out of the spot they're in right now.
Destiny seem to be finding these incredible long-range shots. I think their experience as the slightly more prolific team is coming into play here. The Handsome Dogs struggling. Their snipers getting counter-sniped again and again on this map. The Doggos need to try something else because right now Destiny are taking over the game.
Just the amount of snipers they have. I believe there's a total of 4 snipers on Destiny's team, and then just 1 support player to have them keep on spawning back in that one spot over again. That one spot is working out fantastically for Destiny. They're able to bait all of these doggo players into the same spot, and they keep on running in and down.
The Doggos could be well and truly balked if things do not change. Do at least manage to see them manage to pick up 1 kill for themselves. They are still only behind by a small amount, but the kill tally so far has been relatively low. Destiny looking perhaps to try and change that as the Doggos try and circle the wagons, but so far it's having mixed results.
Thing is, even if they do try pushing up, Dogs is going to have a lot of difficulty just trying to get their shots on these Destiny players. If Destiny knows there's someone coming around the corner, they just use that ricochet shot to their advantage. We saw it a few ago, how that ricochet shot is able to take down people behind cover. So even if the snipers are preparing to peek out, if one of the Destiny players knows that they're there, they could just start pre-firing in that one location, take them out before they're even seen.
Area with the 4-1 record wrecked for Destiny with a 6-3. Unfortunately for the Handsome Dogs, only with 1 player, 4 kills so far. Everyone else just spreading the kills out so far. Handsome Dogs not completely out of things, but it looks to be headed on the same trajectory as game number 1, where Destiny won out 50-34. Destiny looking very comfortable.
If they would want to get into this area, they would really need to how their style is right now. Right now, they're trying to fight a team full of snipers with snipers, which might not be the best idea. They would want to get up all these players, try to get that support player out of their path. If that support player goes down, it will help them out quite a bit. We do see Sultan actually rushing up right here, which might give them an opportunity to push in and be able to take him down. However, it looks like that is not the case. Finally seeing a trade coming in from Helia.
It seems like it's almost too little too late at this point. 10 kill advantage for Destiny. I think you've hit the nail on the head. The Doggo is trying to go punch for punch with Destiny with this long range fighting, but it's just not really working at all. Perhaps we'll see the Handsome Dogs switch up the strategy in the dying minutes of the match if they want to stand any chance of staying in competition.
Yeah, I would think something like a rushing tactic work. One thing you never actually see in these cups is things like flashbangs, utility like that. Usually people are just using concussion grenades, which, yes, concussion grenades can be quite useful. They can do a lot of damage through the walls. But flashbangs, especially when we've been seeing tournaments dominated by snipers, we still haven't been seeing enough of those.
That's true. I do wonder which team will be the first to pick up on just adapting their strategy to the current metagame, which is so dominated by what up until this point has been extremely successful Dreadeye spam.
We do see Destiny feeling a lot more confident about the final few kills that they need. Gonna be deciding to rush in now, and looks like they are just doing work. We see Area picking up quite a few right here. Gonna be pre-firing around this corner. Finding one just yet. However, they are on their way to finish game number 2.
Only 6 kills separate and a ludicrous lead over the Handsome Dogs. Unfortunately, it's not looking like we'll be seeing the return of them, so we won't be able to show you any more doggos on stream, which is a big shame. But Destiny, as coming into this one as our number 3 seed, we certainly had very high expectations of them, and they are fulfilling them at least thus far. Seeing if they can close out this game number 2 with a 20 kill advantage. We'll see if the Doggos can find a few more at least for themselves as a consolation prize as we go into the last few seconds. 30 seconds left on the clock for Destiny to find a single kill.
It was kind of interesting. I've never seen that rainbow camo on that gun before. That actually, it looks like it was made for that weapon. That's because it's very rare to see people using camos like that, and it's also very rare to see people using the bounty hunter. Not the bounty hunter, the X1 morph. So that was quite interesting to see. But nevertheless, we do see Destiny, however, finishing them off 50-31. Quite another demanding victory for Destiny. Moving up finals.
Congratulations to Destiny. Commiserations to the Handsome Dogs. They may be the most handsome, but unfortunately not going to stop the path of the US team as they head up towards the semi-final. I'm going to have a quick refresh on the bracket to see if we have got any new news for you guys in that particular respect. But I know a lot of the games are going on as we are speaking. And that because that was only a 2-game series, but could have been potentially been a 3, we may not have an update quite yet.
Some minor change that was laid back in finally moved up. Now have a full core. It's now Secrets versus on right now. That will be of crew. Did just see Destiny versus Dogs. Destiny finals and Destruction U violence going hell.
Please do stay tuned. We have got our Mob Crush giveaway still in progress. So keep your entries coming in for that. I can see lots of guys over there. Do remember, of course, you only need to enter in a single time. Multiple entries will not increase your chances. But you can enter into multiple competitions during the course of today. So please do try and enter in all 4 to maximize your chances.
Alrighty guys, getting back into another match, another quarterfinal game, good and ready to go between Secrets and Sniping. We are going to be starting off with a team battle on Museum. We do have results in from game number 1 of this matchup, and it looks like Sniping is currently in the lead 1-0 in terms of score. So if they actually win this next match right here, they will be moving up to the semifinals.
It's going to be an... we've got two semi-finals in the making, one of them going on at the moment. Destiny taking on Violence, the two US teams fighting for a final spot. Elf Crew wait on the winner of this series. Secrets and Sniping, both Japanese teams, as are Elf Crew. So however it works out, we are guaranteed a US versus Japan grand finals today.
It's going to be quite interesting to see because we've had that same kind of setup for the past few weeks. I don't think we've had anything that different as well. Just it's been the same few teams battling it out. Usually we've seen Violence, Destiny battling it out for that top spot, and then Violence taking it to the finals.
Yeah, well, at least we're going to maybe see something just a little bit different today. Secret's doing pretty well to start things off, but a couple of nice Dreadeye kills brings the Snipers back into contention, of course, living up to their names. We'll see how many successful snipes they get off during this particular game.
We did see Alice getting a nice collateral kill right there with the sniper rifle, helped almost tie up the score between the two teams. We finally do see Sniping picking up a kill, which would give them the tie. But it looks like we do see Secret not wanting to give that up just yet, trying their best to hold on to that one location. The same strategy we saw Destiny using last game.
It can be pretty darn effective as long as the opposition is willing to play into you. Sniping gonna go ahead by 2, managing to lap around from the bottom side. The Secrets do manage to take off one of those flanking members. So we'll perhaps see a little bit of a change up of strategy from the Sniping side as Secrets come in, and oh my god, there we go. The multi-airstrike puts Secrets firmly in the lead.
Quite an impressive play right there as well. We saw that airstrike coming in. While that airstrike was coming in to take down and damage most of their players, we had some other Secret members just rushing in, finishing off the weak links. Sniping gonna have to try to recover from this. However, Secret is going to use this to their advantage. While Sniping is trying to regroup, trying to find a good location, they're going to try pushing up and securing some more kills.
A very, very huge turnaround from the Secret side of things. Sniping not getting a kill for a while here. I think demoralized. Wait a second, I'm completely wrong. So we see 3 kills coming in, one going to be traded back from the Secret side. But just like that, the Snipers come back and even things up.
That's the thing. If we do see Secrets just starting to really divert their attention to different locations, it could lead to their downfall. And we saw how that worked. Alice being on the outside, being by that middle portion of the map, was able to snipe down most of those Secret members, which really did give Sniping that lead back once again. If we do see Secret trying to go back into that same location, they'll have to be really, really cautious about all these entrances, because Sniping can confront any angle.
Manage for the Sniping side. 10 kills, 2 deaths so far. Poon over on the Secrets, 11 kills and 3 deaths. Both teams leaning heavily on their most proficient members, so it's going to rely on the lower ranked members from both sides to really make up the difference. The Secrets pick up a whole bunch of kills in a hurry.
Yeah, just it keeps on being like a back and forth trade battle between these two teams. At one moment we do see Secret picking up a plenitude of kills, and then in the next few seconds we see Secrets doing the same. The question is, which will be the last team to do so, and will we actually see enough kills for this game to actually finish off with the score limit? We have 36-28 with Secrets looking pretty good right now. Can they, however, keep up the momentum?
Secret's looking very, very good right now with the 10, with the 12 kill advantage. The Snipers really struggling, with Secrets managing to find their way through to the backlines. Grenade kills, shotguns going right up into Secret's faces. Trey kills coming through, but Secret's so far ahead.
only needing 8 more kills to finish up this game. They're going to try pushing up, however, they do need to be careful. Everybody realized he was the only one there, realized he needed some help from his team to take down all these players, so he's going to back off just a bit so his team can push up and starts putting some pressure. As recon players, they don't always want to get up in these one-on-one fights. Sometimes they want to go for those backstabs, as they do get some extra damage when attacking from behind.
Can be very, very effective. Though, of course, the unit cohesion the Secrets are showing so far, they're going to make that pretty tough to pull off. The Snipers now going to be down by 13. Just over a minute left on the clock for some kind of miracle to come out from the Sniper side. Right now, it's turned into a full-on brawl, but that's exactly what the Secrets want to be doing right now, just trading kills backwards and forwards all the way to the end of the game.
And right now, it's looking like Secrets is just forcing this to a Game 3. It looks like they want to go on to Rush, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how Rush turns out for these two teams. Secrets only needing 3 more kills, but instead of just rushing up, instead of just trying to get those final few kills, they are going to just be staying back, waiting out the time, and just baiting the final few players.
It's actually pretty rare to see a team manage to pull this off successfully, just because it's so risky that we might see the Snipers somehow come back. But I think with so little time left on the clock, the Secrets players, even with an incredible performance from the Snipers, still not enough bodies in place to get those points, and they won't even manage that. Secrets take it 50-38.
A pretty impressive comeback from Secrets right there, meaning we will be moving on to a Rush on Scramble. This is going to be quite interesting to see how this turns out. I believe this is also going to be our first Rush for today as well.
Keep those entries coming in on Mob Crush once we know who is going to win out here and advance that semi-final spot. I believe we will be tying that one up, drawing our winner and moving on to our third giveaway of the day. So keep those hashtags coming in. Hashtag Quarter on Mob Crush if you want to be part of it.
Getting into game number 3. Secrets versus Sniping. Game number 3. Now, if you guys have never seen the Rush game mode before, it is quite a bit different, and it will change up both of these teams' play styles for this third round.
We're playing in elimination style on Rush, and with the intel, the currency that's used to buy power-ups, and those power-ups only persist as long as a player does also live.
Now we just have to wait and see who picks up that first kill, and it looks like Sniping is going to have their first player to go down, making them down 1. Now, Secrets, having the better location on that relay, will possibly be able to push up and start capturing it. If they do capture that relay, it will put a lot of pressure on Sniping, and Sniping will start, having to push up if they want to contest it at all.
Whoever's in control of the relay, once those seconds do count down, 40 seconds left, will be the winner. And for however long a team can hold onto that relay, they will accrue extra intel to buy those upgrades that we've mentioned before. This is the game that will decide who will be going up to face off against Elf Crew in our semi-finals today. One last game for both of these teams before the semi-finals get started.
Both teams just really playing cautiously, not wanting to push up. With 14 seconds left on the timer, we see just the Secret members possibly going for the intel. No, just walking right past them. Maybe they just don't see that intel on the map like we do.
It's worth noting that even when the timer runs out, if the central relay point has not been captured, it then turns in to the first to wipe out the opposing team or to, in fact, capture that relay point at all. As soon as the relay point is captured, the game, this particular round, will be over. But otherwise, and as it looks to be this time round, we will just see a slugfest all the way to the finish line. There is a notification when that relay starts being captured, so Sniping may well be drawn out of cover by any capture attempts.
We do see Secret Yami in a better position now. Has to be careful. There is a player behind this crate, and it looks like that player knows he's there, and he gets taken out because of it. Now it's a 1v2 situation. Mitt being the only one left alive, and there's 2 snipers left as well on Sniping. Question is, will Mitt be able to do anything about this? Will Mitt be able to hunt them down one by one, or will he really lose focus and start getting distracted by how they're both on the opposite sides of the map?
Yeah, Sniping going for a flank. I think Mitt realizes that it's going to be impossible to deal with both of them at the same time if we see a coordinated move in. Mitt from Secret's going to try and seek shelter in the northern part of the map, but this will leave the rest of the map and all of the intel there for the snipers to be able to pick off and give themselves a very comfortable ride to a first round win.
We do see how Mitt backs off quite a bit, and it does actually leave open that relay. He does go take a very, very defensive position. However, this defensive position can easily get him killed as well. One easy ricochet shot could take him out, even while he is behind cover. And we could see some of the players on Sniping start capturing that relay, which would have to force him out.
Yeah, all the players, all 3 of them left in the match, are all Dread Eye users, no respawns. This particular juncture will be waiting for between rounds before that happens, but it would seem to make sense for Sniping here to force out a reaction, and that's gonna work, but it may not be what they're looking for. Mitt isn't gonna survive any longer. That will be the second kill coming through, and the first round going across to Sniping.
Sniping now in a better situation, having those 2 players left alive. They're going to be able to keep their perks and upgrade their characters even more. That's one of the things about the Rush mode. If you are able to continuously win these rounds, just the odds can start stacking in your favor because you get extra intel. That means you can get extra perks, and you could be even more boosted.
Yes, it comes in the form of accuracy, damage, health, and all the good things. But the teams do need to stay alive, or individual members of the teams need to stay alive to hold on to those perks. So a big advantage for Sniping. 2 of their members survived that first round, and with the victory, it's going to just be easier for them here on out. But even a moment of hesitation can cost a life here. 2 members remaining for Secrets, 3 for Sniping.
You see Poon being just extremely cautious while on the roof right here. He was able to take down one of those players, getting rid of all their perks. However, they do need to be careful for the sides. You see Saku going from the aircraft hangar. If he peeks out for just a moment, Poon could be in big trouble, but it looks like that's not going to be the case anyways, because Osan is able to actually take him out across the map.
Are you going to be the last one standing for secrets once again? It's going to be not just a 2v1, but a 3v1 this time round. Sniping in an excellent position right now, can just take all of the intel on the map, all the while driving the last remaining secrets member up to the northern side of the map once more, trying to build up those sight lines. And again, Sniping take the last shot of the round. Going to be 2 ahead. Only need 1 more round and they will be advancing to our semifinals.
Now they were even in a better situation this time because they had those 3 players left alive. That means 3 players will actually be keeping those perks, keeping those advantages, and be able to upgrade their player even more. Now it's going to be really up to Secret to actually come back for this final round. If they aren't able to secure it, that will be it, and we will see Sniping go up to the semifinals.
One shot can change everything here. As of yet, nobody going to be taken down. Still, every chance for Secrets to come back. We've seen teams turn around these rush modes. As soon as you win a round, you have a huge advantage. But first blood falls to Sniping.
Sniping with these rifles are just extremely dangerous force. We do see how Secret's trying to fight them one-on-one, try to fight them head-on in these sniper battles, but what they could be trying to do, which we haven't really seen too much of yet, is going for a flank. If they try going from the sides, trying to get into that area where all these sniping members are, it could be very effective. It could actually help them out with taking out most of these members. However, we're not really seeing too much pushing from Secret. We do see some pushing coming in from Sniping, and Saku gets taken out because of it, leaving it to a 3v4 situation.
A small ray of sunshine here for the Secret side, who desperately needs some good news right now. Sniping looking to try and take advantage of their numbers, bringing them to bear, trying to crack Secrets on their most important game of the tournament.
We did see another kill coming in, making it a 2v4 situation, and now it's up to Mitt and Yemi to finish it off, to win a round. Looks like someone knows that Yemi is in there. Looks like we're also hitting that overtime as well. Now we're going to see these sniping members start pushing up a bit more, start being a bit more aggressive, try and get this relay captured. Because if they alert the enemy team that they're capturing the relay, there's a high chance that the enemy team will push in on them.
MIT going to be one of the last remaining members of Secrets in play for this all-important match. Down on the southwest side of the map, we have got a 1v1 in the making. 3 members of the snipers in the central area to be able to try and drive them back. Osan going to land that kill, and that means there's only Yami left standing for Secrets against 4 members of Sniping.
Yami has been pinned in this one spot, wants to move out of this location, but kind of got cornered by that other player trying to juke them out. However, the other player knew exactly where they were going to be. Yami, however, did not realize that there were people coming from behind, and in time, looks like Sniping was able to pincer him into a single spot and finish off that 3rd round.
It's such a contrast. I mean, the last rush game really being dominated by Sniping. We see such a huge disparity between the teams playing as to how confident they are in the rush mode, just because it's one of the least seen game modes in these tournaments. But Sniping seem to have an excellent handle on how to take advantage.
It's going to be quite interesting to see how all this turns out in our upcoming semifinals. Talking about our semifinals, looks like that's going to actually be filling up our brackets for today in our semis. We do know Sniping is going to be moving up. They're going to be facing Elf Crew in just a few short moments. And we also still have a US semifinals going on right now as well. Destiny versus Violence. A rivalry that's been around for quite a long time. These 2 teams have played against each other just countless numbers of times. And it's either Destiny or Violence that comes out on top.
Yeah, either way around it, we will have a US-Japanese grand finals today, but the only question is who will be the team from each country to occupy those slots. Of course, we'll be bringing you the Elf crew versus Sniping semi-final as soon as we have it for you, with Destiny and Valence presumably quite far underway right now, so please do stay tuned. I do believe we might be about ready for our Mob Crush giveaway as well.
Yes, we will be drawing that Mob Crush giveaway winner in just a few short moments. If you haven't already, make sure you do get those entries in, as we will be selecting soon. Alright guys, we have our winner for our Mob Crush page for today. 500 credits will be going to Lol Doggy with 3 E's at the end as well. Congratulations. All you need to do is post your dog tag and platform into the chat. We will be getting into another match relatively shortly between Elf Crew and Sniping, so make sure you are around, as we will also be starting our next few giveaways very shortly. Our next match for today is Elf Crew versus Sniping. One of our first semifinal games for today, and we already have some action happening between these two teams as we are on the battlegrounds. Team battle rooftops. Elf Crew going to be on the blue side. We're going to have Sniping on the red side, and trade kills coming in from both teams already.
Elf Crew coming in as our #1 seed this particular tournament, Sniping as our #4. Both teams from Japan, both teams fighting for the grand final spot, which will also be occupied by the winner of Destiny and Violence. So far, though, these teams going neck and neck with a couple of early kills and then a succession of hostilities.
We do see Asuka picking up that kill, giving them the lead for just a few short moments. Elf gonna be not really too aggressive at this time, as they are just spreading apart, trying to look for these players. They're just trying to get a good angle, a good gauge on where the enemy is locating before they jump in.
Another kill in the bag for the moment for the crew. We'll see if they can take it any further, but we do see a nice return kill coming back up on those stairs. Very close to being traded back, but fortunately, that 1% is enough to keep them in circulation.
Elf just holding onto that lead ever so slightly, but we see trades coming in. Rabbit picking up one, but as soon as he picks it up, trade coming back from Sniping. Very good plays by them so far. As long as they're able to keep the score relatively tight, they probably could just do a final push near the end of the game.
Once more, Elf Crew over on the blue side, Sniping over on the red. A very strong start from Elf Crew, but Sniping keep on taking back any lead that Elf Crew managed to accrue. It's going to be a couple more kills coming through, putting Elf Crew ahead 9-7. But we're very, very even. And Sniping keep doing work despite coming in as the underdogs. It's not by a large margin.
This is what usually happens once we start getting to the semifinals, to the finals. The games, depending on the teams that are playing, start getting a lot closer just like this. And it's turning out to be quite interesting, starting off our first semifinal match for today. Sniping still not really wanting to go to the top of the map, still just trying to defend the bottom. Elf, however, going to be trying to look for ways down and trying to get down there themselves, but they don't want to be giving up the lead they have right now.
One more kill coming through for now, courtesy of the pistol. 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still in best of 3 territory, so every single game here is going to be vitally important. Sniping do manage to get one back for themselves. We're going to be starting to see some kill streaks taking the field. This has been a low number game so far. Trades coming back and forwards. Elf Crew do come out ahead though, managing to get a couple of kills onto Sniping.
Sniping trying to push up right here. Elf, however, on the roof to defend against that. Elf is just going to be the dominant force on the rooftops right here, just trying their best to make sure that Sniping is stuck at the bottom. We do see Sniping trying to push up ever so slightly. Alice just peeking out through this entrance right here, knowing that there's a player on the roof, knowing that they could take some heavy damage if they try pushing out. They don't want to go just yet. However, they're going to have to, and it looks like they get taken out from a frag.
Nell has been the big player so far for Elf Crew, 5-1 in this particular series, doing very, very well. Sniping do keep up with a couple of extra kills, still going to be behind, still the time ticking away. I think there's a very good possibility we'll see this go to time on this particular round because of how measured the pace has been up until this point.
Yeah, the score is still quite close. We only do see a 4-kill difference between Elf and Sniping. Sniping still has plenty of time to recover from this. However, they do need to be careful. If Elf is able to pull off a team wipe, it could really change the flow of the gameplay. It could really put Sniping in a very uncomfortable situation.
Nell going up to take the high ground, trying to attack the spawn position. Not going to be rewarded with anything so far. Sniping is still behind by 2. Nice bit of grenade work's going to keep that the case for the time being. Elf Crew picking up a whole bunch of kills as a 2-minute mark flies past.
With only 5 points separating the two teams, and Elf continuously picking up kills. It's not looking too good for Sniping right here, and this is what I was talking about, just almost a full team wipe coming in from Elf. Just a massive amount of damage that they were able to lay down in those 30 seconds. It's very bad for Sniping at this point in time. It's going to be extremely difficult for them to recover, if they can even recover at all. We do see how Asuka just is finding all these players on the roof, trying to snipe them down. Sniping were a lot more comfortable when they were at the bottom of the map.
Yeah, the change for strategy here seems to have not favored Sniping one little bit. Elf Crew, exactly as you said, waiting towards the end of the game to really put the pedal to the metal, now with a massive lead over Sniping, looking very good right now. Sniping at this point may even decide to just hold back and save their energy for game number 2, because it feels like it's completely out of Sniping's grasp.
We do see some kills coming in from Sniping right here, but will it really be enough at this point? They are just starting to step it up slightly, and we haven't seen an Elf kill come in for just a few short moments, and K just changing it up with a nice double concussion grenade kill. Sniping really stepping it up in the final 30 seconds of this match, but it's probably too late.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm impressed that Sniping are going this hard, but they've got so much distance to make up with those double kills coming in thanks to really nice grenade work. The Sniping kills coming through, but surely there's not enough time. Only 14 seconds left in this one. We're going to be seeing trade kill after trade kill going through. 5 kills separating, but it's surely too little too late. Sniping. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and game 1 to Elf Crew.
They were actually pulling it back near the end. We did see Sniping only bring it to a 5-point difference. Just after a while, they started to really give Elf more kills, and that's what gave Elf the advantage over time. If they're able to hold that momentum, if they're able to maintain it throughout the next match, they have a pretty solid chance of securing a game of their own.
That comeback just needed to start a little bit earlier, but it's construction site next on the menu for these two teams. Sniping fighting for the survival. If we do go to a game 3, it'll be on the museum. But Elf Crew, if they perform like they did in game 1, we'll be trying to close this one out early.
We will be starting our next giveaway right now as well. Our Mob Crush giveaway winner was drawn and did respond. So our YouTube is good and ready to go for YouTube. All you need to do is type in hashtag semi for a chance to win 500 credits for Modern Combat 5. Make sure you do get that into the chat. Getting into game number 2 of our semifinals. Elf Crew versus Sniping once again. Currently, we do know that Elf does have the lead. If they win this next match right here, they will be on their way to the finals.
Yeah, it's looking very good for Elf Crew's chances. Were in control of the game number 1, apart from that last second resurgence from Sniping. Unfortunately, it came in too little, too late to save game number 1. But can Sniping keep the pace up during this game 2 and push us through to a third and final game of our semi-finals? Only one way to find out, and that's to keep on watching.
Right now, we do see how all the Sniping members are just trying to stay in the center of the construction site. Meanwhile, we have all these Elf members just staying outside, staying near the catwalk, really trying to force them to come out, force them into an outdoors encounter, which would be a bit more favorable for them, especially since they're all set up. We do see how Sniping is just slowly trying to move up, slowly trying to peek out to get a kill, because once they actually do get a kill, they could just go back into that construction site and wait.
Yes. Rabbit spraying down any advancing Sniping forces. So unfortunately, it's going to be another retreat back to the edge for Elf Crew, forcing Sniping to come to them. Rabbit's getting work done, but it's actually going to be someone else picking up another kill for Elf Crew, up 3-0 in the opening moments of the match. Sniping not liking what they've been experiencing so far. Long range fighting against Elf Crew not working out particularly well.
They are able to pick up some kills in return. However, Elf still just holding a 3-point lead over them. We actually have one of the players who was able to get behind. Lovegood having that suppressor on as well would made it so it was a bit more difficult for him to be spotted. But he finally does get taken down. Sniping actually starting to bring it up right here. 7-5. If they're able to pick up a few more kills, they actually could take the lead.
It's a Sniping member who has the most kills in the game right now, at least by a very small margin. Rabbit going to be able to pick one up to even up the scale somewhat. Elf Crew with a nice advantage early on, have been able to control this map so far. Sniping swarming over the central building, going to be kept at bay. Bomber going to be coming in. Could we see a whole bunch of kills in a hurry? I think it's just going to end up taking one.
Rabbit spotting one, using that concussion grenade, able to get that kill. Saku has to be careful. If he peeks out for a bit too much, he might get taken out by the sniper. But it looks like he was able to take out Rabbit, and now he will have some more space to maybe push up from this location. Not really wanting to push up, though, because they know there's going to be enemy snipers watching this one spot. Trying to go in for that kill. Tries to take down K, however, does not land any of their shots.
Elf Crew with the one game advantage coming into this one. This time around, it seems to be long-range fighting is the order of the day. Both teams, of course, going to have the opportunity to switch to a different style as the game goes to go on. But right now, Elf Crew completely content with the way things have been playing out.
Yeah, Sniping was quite close to actually tying up the score at first. However, we did see how Elf Crew was able to just bring it up. We do have Decoy actually going for a good flank, able to take out Asuka, and possibly the remaining enemy players right here as well. Spots one, but K gets that quickscope in faster and is able to take them down. That's what they would really want to be doing if they want to try to take down these Elf players. Go for these flanks and be successful at them as well. Just make sure you take down those enemy Elf players. Try to force them into a place that they're not really comfortable with.
There could have been a big opportunity for Sniping to try and break the lines of Elf Crew. But Elf Crew still remain ahead despite some nice kills coming in. Going to be an 8-kill advantage for Elf Crew that they'll keep on pushing as this game progresses. That one game advantage means Sniping need to throw absolutely everything at this game, or they will be bidding goodbye to this tournament.
We do see Decoy pushing up once more, picking up another kill. Going to be looking around, realizes that there's a player around this corner, goes in for the kill as well, and takes down K. This is exactly what I was talking about just a few moments ago. If you're able to rush these snipers, if you're able to make it so they're uncomfortable and there's these spots that it's really difficult for them to snipe, it will help you out quite a bit. And you kind of see from the score so far, it helped out a bit because there was a 8-point lead from Elf before, but Sniping is slowly starting to bring it to their favor.
Yeah, honestly, I'm impressed that Sniping have managed to at least somewhat keep up, trying to close the gap between the two teams. Despite how quickly Elf Crew can pick off kill after kill, this game has actually more or less been run out at this point. Less than 2 minutes left for Sniping to try and pick up 8 kills. Now 9 to bring themselves back into lead. Elf Crew successfully crushing down the pace of the game and making sure that Sniping need to rush forward en masse if they're going to stand any chance of managing to close out this game in their favor.
They only have a minute and 20 seconds left to do so as well. They would need to be picking up 9 kills. That'd be 2 full team wipes to actually take back the lead. The way that Elf is set up, however, it's going to be a bit more defensive. They're not really going to be trying to push up too much. They're going to try to really run down the clock. That's what they're focusing on right now. Now, we have been seeing some good kills coming in from Sniping, but every time that Elf is able to get a trade, it makes it that much harder for Sniping to actually come back right here.
Elf still going to be ahead by 6. 45 seconds left for Sniping to stay alive in this tournament. Desperately looking around for every kill. Up on the map, we can see them moving forward as a unit at speed. Elf Crew trying to back off as quick as they can, trying to keep their bodies out of harm's way, trying to at least make sure there's no possibility. Sniping still going to be behind by 6. 24 seconds left.
We just see Elf being a bit more aggressive now, just going for these kills, trying to take down as many of these players as possible, because the more that Sniping players are down, the less they can go in for any kind of clutch plays. And we can see how Elf is utilizing the push from Sniping against them, taking out pretty much all of their players, and it's going to be impossible for them to come back at this point. Elf is going to be able to secure that second victory, which will put them in the finals for today.
Very strong performance out of Elf Crew there. Sniping, unfortunately, going to be left in the dust this time round. Very good match control from Elf Crew there, just to make sure that Sniping were completely playing into their hands for such long periods of that last semi-final game.
It was quite impressive to see this game. It was also quite heartbreaking, at least for Sniping. Just they tried so hard. They were almost neck and neck for many points of the game. However, it was just not enough in the end, and we saw Elf pull through.
Alright guys, do keep your entries coming for the giveaway, because we are very close to the end of things. Only one best of 5 remaining in this entire tournament.
Yeah, it looks like if we take a look at our brackets, we will have a full bracket, and we will also have our finalists and third place players for today. Looks like it's going to be Violence versus Sniping in our third place position. Destiny overcoming and taking down Violence. Violence, I believe, were our previous champions as well. So yeah, they were our previous champions in our Red Cup 45 and 46. So Destiny finally phasing them out, finally having their own time to shine.
Impressive performance, but whether or not they can take down Elf Crew, Destiny coming into this one as a number 3 seed against Elf Crew on number 1. So a little bit of a surprise to see Destiny get through, but what do you guys think in the chat? Will it be Elf Crew? Will it be Destiny? Japan takes on USA coming up next.
Heading into our finals for today, we have Elf Crew and Destiny. The Japanese team and the team from the US going to be battling it out for that first place position. Both of these teams haven't had a chance to be our finalists and a champion in quite a long time, so they're both going to be really eager to get the win.
Starting it off, Elf Crew going up 4, now 5-1 with some very nice long range play. Not going to be seeing the usual one team going to take shelter on one side of the map. Both teams flinging themselves into the faces of each other. Elf Crew coming out the victor, as we're going to see one of the Destiny members knocking themselves out with a grenade because the Elf Crew aren't doing enough already.
Elf going to be trying to keep them in this back portion of the map. No Way actually cooking a nice grenade, taking out K. Elf trying to use these the secret drones as well, doing some damage to those players. But Area pushing up, getting a nice double shotgun kill. This shotgun can actually kill 2 players at the same time if you do line it up right. And it looks like that was the case. That was pretty massive for Destiny, tying up the score. And we do see Destiny actually starting to pull ahead as well.
Wow, everything can happen so quickly with these short-range fights. Door to door, corridor to corridor, everything turns around so quickly. The heavy class coming to the fore in these close quarters, filling corridors with lead.
Destiny didn't start off too strong against Elf, however they are now stepping it up, and you could see how Elf is not really able to adjust to it yet. It's just continuously rushing into the same location. No Way coming from behind, getting a kill right here, knowing that there's one more around this corner, goes in for the kill. Area is there to back him up. Just great teamwork coming in from Destiny. Going for some more backstabs as well. No Way and Area. No Way once again, but Wrecked is able to finish him off. Just, they're working in harmony right here. They're just, everything is perfectly going for Destiny as they are able to build a massive lead over Elf.
Wow, this is so strong from the Destiny side. Elf Crew tried to cohere as a unit, and it bit them big time. The pincer move in from Destiny tore their team apart. A 13 kill advantage, not what we expected to see in our grand finals.
Elf trying to stay in the center, trying to recover what they have lost so far. We do see some players on Elf disconnecting, which will not help them at the least. We're going to have to see if they connect back. Elf going to be trying to stay in the center part of this building. If they try pushing out, we've seen them getting taken out quite a bit.
Destiny really impressing, stepping up when it counts, really trying to keep Elf Crew from managing to get their feet under them. As you mentioned, we have still got a missing member for Elf Crew, and it looks like Destiny are going to try and leverage that numbers advantage to really smash through, up to 43 kills now, 44, 45. Very close to ending out this game number 1. This is best of 5, but Destiny are looking amazing right now.
Only needing 4 kills, 3 kills to finish up this match right here. Destiny knows where all these players are coming in from, knows that this main choke point is going to have a lot of players. No Way is able to take it out in 1. Elf is going to be trying to push out, but just Destiny has players on all angles, able to get kills from everywhere. 1 kill left remaining. Wrecked is going to be trying to go for that ricochet shot. Will he be able to secure it, finishing off this final match? Looks like not yet, but Area is there with the Forcer.
Wow, what a performance out of Destiny, the team from the US, taking out Elf Crew 50-36, I believe. Really nice stuff. We did see some disconnects coming through from Elf Crews. We don't know how much that affected their game, but if we see another performance like that from Destiny, we could be looking at a very swift best of 5 finals.
Guys, keep in mind we are still doing that YouTube giveaway. The drawing is actually going to be in just about a minute, so make sure you do get those hashtag semis into our chat if you have not done it already. Keep in mind you only need to type in hashtag semi once for a chance to win. And since we are in our finals already, I believe it's time to start our Twitch giveaway giveaway for today. All you need to do is type in hashtag finals into our Twitch chat. after a demanding victory from Destiny. We are getting into game number 2, and Destiny starting this off quite strong as well, rushing up, taking down a lot of these elf members, and they are really making a statement here saying we are back and we are ready for some more.
The rooftops have been where a lot of teams have seen their fortunes change. Destiny winning out the previous game with a 14 kill advantage, but doing it all over again could be a challenge too far. Rooftops so hard to navigate at the best of times, so many angles to cover.
Destiny gonna be continuously pushing in, being aggressive. We do have one sniper. However, compared to what we've seen previously, Destiny is really laying back on that. We have a lot more recon players, we have a lot more assault players, which really does change up how the gameplay works. If you didn't know as well, if you have an assault player and you're near that assault player, you also get some extra damage bonuses. Same thing goes with recon. If you have a recon player on your team, you'll get some speed bonuses as well. So it does actually pay off to have some variation in your loadouts.
Yeah, working out pretty darn well so far. Destiny still holding on to a 4-kill lead. Not the dominating performance quite yet as it was in game number 1, but there's still a lot of time. The pace has slackened considerably as both teams trying to navigate across this map, trying to find the perfect spots to pick the next fight. We do see one more kill coming from Elf Crew. Sultan's going to be able to trade it back straight away, but we got another one from Asuka and a self-immolation grenade coming in from the Elf Crew to toss a point back Destiny's way. Still in Destiny's favor, even after that big exchange.
Destiny going to continuously try to push in. Nell getting a good concussion grenade there as well. Maybe redeeming themselves after taking themselves down. Elf is going to be just trying to stay at the bottom, trying to stop all of these players from pushing in. Nell spotting one more. Looks like Abe wasn't able to spot him. We have Area pushing up here as well with the Com 4 picking up one, continuously pushing in, but Rabbit is able to secure that headshot.
Corridor fighting so unpredictable. Destiny now only 1, now 2 kills, now 3 kills ahead of Elf Crew, trying to recapture that lead, that buffer of kills they had up until this point. Still 4 minutes left on the clock. I don't know if we're going to be seeing a kill or a timer victory for either side here, as both teams right up in each other's faces.
We do see Destiny just holding on to this lead, and it looks like they're not going to be giving it up anytime soon, as we see many more kills coming in from them right here. Abe, knowing that there's a player across that wall, is able to call it out to his teammates. His teammates able to pincer that player and take them down. Abe spotting one on top, not able to do anything about that long-range PR-39 from that location he was in. But we do see Destiny taking a 10-point lead.
Wrecked. It's the big player, even though down at the bottom of the scoreboard for Destiny. 6-1 in this game, thanks to that Dreadeye. But Destiny just stepping up massively. 10 kills ahead. When we see those kill streaks to try and extend that even further. 3 minutes 20 left on the clock. Destiny stand poised to move ahead 2-0 in our best of 5 grand finals.
We do see Destiny just continuously pushing up right here. Noe picking up one, but it gets traded back right away from Rabbit. Nell gonna go help his teammate out right here. However, he has to reload his gun, switches to the pistol, but it looks like his teammate was good to go. That is probably one of the things that Elf could really improve on that would help out their gameplay. The fact that they're not really pushing too much together as a team. Just when they push in, Destiny always has extra players there to take them down.
Makes the most sense. Oh my god, we just saw Abe taking advantage of the high ground to be able to get a couple more kills in Destiny. Only 9 kills away from closing out this game too. Elf behind by 11 at this point. It's looking almost hopeless. The trading keeps going back and forth, but Elf can't afford to remotely trade anymore. They need to change up strategies dramatically, or they're going to be staring down the barrel of needing 3 wins in a row to become our champions of the Red Cup number 47.
Yeah, Destiny just starting this final off quite strong. Is going to continue on that as well, only needing a few more kills to finish up this first game. Elf has been trying their hearts out, but it's not enough. We've seen some players not doing as well as we've seen them do previously against Destiny. Destiny having this under control, able to rush in, be aggressive, take down these elf members, and only needing 4 more kills to finish up this game.
Grenade and rockets find a couple more kills for Elf Crew. They'll need more than a couple to come back here. Still behind by 8. 1.5 minutes left to change their fortune. Trying to equalize this series. Asuka does manage another couple, and another kill coming in courtesy of Rabbit. Destiny, though, only need to find 4 more kills to close out this game. It's been a while, though, since Destiny have actually managed to find any kills. Perhaps they are struggling to respawn and bring themselves back in as a unit.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting to see how this has been working out. Destiny was at 46 for quite a long time. Elf able to kind of regroup for the final few moments of the game. Possibly seeing a comeback here, however, it's going to be very unlikely. We do see Elf, every single kill that they lose is very, very crucial. Only 2 more needed for Destiny.
Destiny trying to find any cheeky kills they can, trying to get through some wall bangs on the ceiling, just hoping to catch a member of Elf transitioning backwards and forwards. There's one shotgun kill, 1 kill away from Destiny. And there it is. Destiny, 2 games to nothing. 1 game away from being our Red Cup champions, the last ones of the season, and making sure they're going to have that best spot for our finals coming up later on next month. But at least 1 more game for Elf Crew to come back, and 1 more game for Destiny to put it all to bed.
This could be the game that Elf is able to come back, as it will have a different kind of layout. The first 2 games we have saw were very, very close range situations, and we have seen how Destiny could excel in those. Next map, however, is going to be a team battle on construction site. Going to give Elf some range that they do want very, very much, especially with all their snipers and long-range rifles we have been seeing them use. Just make sure you do stick around, as we will be getting into what could be the final match in just a few short moments. what could be the final match between Elf Crew and Destiny is now underway. Elf Crew starting it off with that first blood, but Destiny just quickly picking up 2 kills of their own to take back the lead, and they are going to not stop there. Sultan pushing up as well, Area pushing up here as well. Just a lot of pressure getting put on Elf. Starting off this match right here, Area going to be pushing in with his team. Just what I was talking about, the fact that Destiny just works so well together is very, very useful for them.
We did have the thought that Elf Crew might be able to flourish in the longer range environment, but at the moment Elf Crew are being driven indoors by the pressure being put down by Destiny, who stand 2 games ahead. One more game will make them our champions today. Elf Crew can't afford to hold anything back. This will be our last Red Cup of the season, and so the last chance for these guys to show off on stream for your entertainment. Who do you think is going to manage it? Will it be Destiny? Will it be Elf? Let us know in the chat while your entries do keep coming in. Last few giveaways in progress. After this match is done, our giveaways will be done as well.
We do see Elf actually tying up the score and even taking the lead. Just like I was saying earlier, it's a lot more comfortable on a map like this with a lot more open space, with a lot more room to really spread out and snipe the enemy team. Destiny trying to find good ways in here. Area finding a nice shot off, not able to get Asuka in there as well, but is able to pick up 2 as he pushes in. What a good trade by him. We do see Elf, however, not wanting to budge from this one location. Destiny's going to have to find a way into this spot to disrupt Elf.
Yeah, Elf Crew seem to be much more comfortable operating with these confined sightlines. Kills coming backwards and forward. Seems like we had a Destiny member who was maybe disconnected for a while there. Could account for Elf's recent success, but it's only a 1 kill advantage, and can this returning member turn the tides?
We do see Elf trying to push up right here. Nell, knowing that there's a player around that corner, he was able to pick up that information for his team. Spots one more inside of the building, not able to get the shot, is finally able to pick it off, but no way there to support his member. That's what I was talking about earlier, just the fact that Destiny is really, really good at this teamwork. They have a lot of players just always right next to each other, so even if one does get taken out, they have someone else there to support them.
And Destiny back in the lead for the first time in a while. It did look like it could be Elf's game, but there's still a lot of time left in this match. Still nearly 4 minutes for Elf Crew to turn this one back around. Destiny trying to play the Elf Crew game, long range firing. We do see some nice little bit of ricochet action going forward, but Destiny managing to get work done at all ranges.
Destiny starting to force Elf Crew out of their location. Elf Crew starting to feel a bit less comfortable about their spot. They're trying to defend on the outside here where they'll have a lot more open room. However, since Destiny now has the lead, Destiny doesn't really have any reason to push up. They could just stay back if they wanted to. They could just wait and make Elf Crew push in on them.
Doesn't seem to be the way that's going, though, as we see brawling break out between the two teams. Only 2 kills separating, 3 minutes left in play. Destiny are ahead and have been for a little while, but Elf Crew have shown their ability to pick up kill after kill at the right moment. Perhaps the moment hasn't quite arrived. Sultan going to take themselves out with a grenade. Destiny just hanging on to that lead.
Elf spotting a few more players. Rabbit able to take out one, however he gets returned right away. Wrecked spotting one in that back spot, trying to get the perfect ricochet shot off, but is not able to do it. Luckily he falls down at the right time as there was a player behind him, able to take down Rabbit there as well, just holding on to the lead by a sliver. 31-29. Elf Crew still has a chance at winning this match right here, and they will need to win this match if they want to continue on with the finals for today.
Impressive panic reactions there from the Destiny side. When it counts, when every moment, every second comes into play, they manage to pull it out just. Elf Crew still nipping at their heels, behind by 2, now by 4. Destiny looking to try and step things up as we go past the 2 minutes remaining mark. A 4 kill advantage, more room, but a mile away from a certainty for Destiny here.
Destiny only needing 10 kills to finish up this game right here, and they are on the from finishing line to get there. We do see just pushing up Destiny, going for those aggressive kills, just trying to pick them up as quickly as possible, trying to stop Elf from really recovering and regrouping into a single area. Elf still spread apart, which will make it a bit easier for Destiny to pick up a final few kills.
Destiny just so close to closing out this game. Elf crew trying absolutely everything they can just to find a few more kills. 5 kills at this point in the game is such a small proportion of the overall kills. Elf crew can still come back. 1 more kill for Destiny. 5 more will put this game beyond question. Grenade kill coming back through for Elf, but the trades come back in. Sultan actually going to be out of proceedings for a little while, but not long enough to keep Destiny from inching ever closer. 3 kills separate. Elf crew need to find 8.
Area spotting one, able to turn around, get that kill. Abe picking up the final kill of the game, finishing it off 50-42, what was probably the closest of the 3 matches we just saw between these 2 teams. However, Destiny was able to take all 3 and win that best of 5.
Congratulations to Destiny, who really showed up when it counted. Elf crew, unfortunately, this time round not able to hang when it mattered the most, but still a very respectable 2nd place finish for them.
Very respectable indeed. It will be Destiny as our champions for our Red Cup number 47. The first time they've actually done it in quite a long time, with Violence being the ones who had dominating these brackets before. They finally had their time to shine, and they were really able to show for it. Now it's going to be up to them, at least it's going to be up to them in the finals upcoming later on in September, to see if they can finish off the series with a bang.
Of course, we're not totally done here. We have still got the last giveaways to put to bed. So I believe it's YouTube and Twitch to still attend to.
That is right. We did draw a YouTube winner earlier today. However, it looks like they did not respond. So we will have to redraw it. And let's see. Is the redraw winner here? We redrew the winner, and it is Puppy Chase as our 2nd winner. If Puppy Chase is in the chat, all you need to do is post your dog tag and platform. We will keep on redrawing until we have a winner who seems to be active. So hopefully he is here. Also, we will be doing our Twitch giveaway winner in just a few short moments, so make sure you are getting those final few hashtag finals into the chat so you are entered to win. Alright, looks like we have a winner who is actually here. Congratulations to Pro Noob on our YouTube page for winning our YouTube credit giveaway. And it looks like you already did post your dog tag and platform, so you are good and ready to go.
And on the Twitch platform, we can announce that John on the Raddy will be our Twitch giveaway winner. So again, if you can post your dog tag and platform, we'll get you put in line for those 500 credits. I'll put out that on everywhere just to make sure, hopefully, that you'll see that. Looking through the notes, it looks like you've been active relatively recently, but hopefully you're here. So that's John on the Raddy as our Twitch giveaway winner.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by today's Go4 Modern Combat 5 Red Cup number 47. What would be the last Red Cup for this season as well. Make sure you guys do follow us on our social media platforms, MobCrush, Twitch, Facebook, and on YouTube for notifications when we do go live and post videos. We will be streaming in another 3 hours with our Go4 Modern Combat 5 Blue Cup, so make sure you do stay tuned for that.
We'll do a redraw if we don't get John on the Raddy. Says people are saying he left, but we've been known to be misled by people in chats before. So we'll give John on the Raddy a little bit of a chance to come back for our final giveaway of the day. Yeah, it's been great to bring you guys Red Cup number 47. Congratulations once more to Destiny, who redeemed themselves, not only taking down Violence, but also Elf Crew on their way to a 3-0 final win. There you are, John on the Raddy, you're here. Excellent. So I've learned again not to trust Twitch chat. Who would have ever imagined that was true? There you go, John. Thank you for getting your details across. We'll put you in. Normally takes a couple of weeks for his credits to come through. But hey, thank you guys for watching. Hope you will join us for our next tournament coming up, because that will be the last one from us for a while. The finals will be the studio broadcast that will have different commentators. But for now, I've been Peter Counterfeit Hartnell.
And I've been Haxer, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Peace.